Aldo here. So I'm going to give you a Bitcoin Ethereum analysis. A couple days ago, I told you that I thought I've been saying for a while, I thought we'd have one last shot to get in at the lower 50s. And I knew that we'd have, some type of bounce off of here. I went scalp long a little while ago off of this level. I believe it's basically pretty even. I went scalp long kind of off of here, off of this bounce, off of this. Money money flow, is generally coming up on these lower time frames. 15-minute, about to print a green dot here. 4-hour VWAP coming up, 3-hour VWAP coming up. So I think there's a good shot of getting this trade being a win right here. I put it out in my exclusive Discord. Been talking about in the exclusive Discord kind of the thing with the 2-week red dot coming down for a while. I did have my last scalp long that was still going, still running. I added a little bit to it last night because, it's kind of when you're risk free to just add to a trade. And this is a good thing. Like if you're newer or not too familiar, like if you have a trade that's a lot in the green, you've already taken a lot of partial profits on it, you could add money to it and keep your stop loss at your entry point, move your stop loss up to your entry point, and it's basically a risk free trade. You're just going to pay, the market fee, which is not that much when you get stopped out. So I did that, got stopped out of that one in profit. This is the way CryptoFace actually did at least one of his world record shorts. I remember that world record short back in May, so that's a really important thing to know. The opportunity to do it doesn't come up as much as you'd like, but yeah. So in terms of this, the 2-week, it printed this red dot, which was, pretty much expected here. Funding fees right now, which is interesting, are way in favor of shorts right now. So a lot of people think this is the bottom. Usually what happens, the masses are normally always wrong. People are talking about 54K. I think we'll get, a little bounce off of this level. We'll probably come up a bit, trend up a tiny bit, and then probably come down a little bit more, most likely. Obviously, anything could happen, never financial advice. But, after a big run, a big 10% correction, you'll probably be, it won't go till March, obviously, but let's say a lower time frame would be easier to show you more weekly. Curving down, RSI is curving down, not looking the best. We could be at the bottom, definitely could be, but usually when you have funding fees this high for longs, you do come down a bit more. Not to say that we're just not going to bounce off at all with the spiral line. We hit off. We'll talk about the spiral line in a second, but yeah, hit off of there pretty well. So maybe you come up, bit more up to 55, and then something like this into the end of the month, scare everybody, and then finally come up. Maybe you have a wick down, something crazy, really scare everybody away, and then come up, maybe one last shot at the 40s. Or, you'll probably have something when we hit around 50 in between here. Is there right around 50, right around this area, this linear spiral line right here. You can toggle between both of them. So you probably get that. After you have a big correction like this, down, 10%, it'll be more boring. And now my trade is slightly in the red, but that's all right, a lot of these blood diamonds right here, so could come down just straight down through this. But I do think, VWAP's curving up in the 6-hour. I like that. I think we should have a little bit of a rebound at least. This RSI has been down here for a while. The last time the RSIs, you came up a bit. It looks like this general area where you came up, I don't think we'll come up this high, just this recovery. History usually doesn't repeat exactly as it was, but I think we'll come up, what I'm thinking, I am really hoping, something like that, and then we come back. Just, speculation on what I think would happen. But yeah, so in terms of these lower time frames, we are printing divergences. Like I said, the 15-minute is about to print another green dot. I think we should be, long scalp should be all right here. Maybe just another bounce off of here, and then we're home free for a little bit. Here you're getting another cross into the red on the 10-minute. What happens a lot of times is if you watch this enough, you get something like this. So maybe this comes down enough to hit this line and then come back up. So I'm going to look again to maybe re-enter if we hit this line right there. Or, we just go generally sideways and just keep bouncing off of this area like that. Or we come right back into the green. Obviously, anything could happen. So that's that. That's Bitcoin right now. Ethereum. Let's go on to our Coinbase chart on Ethereum. So Ethereum is, we got a nice bounce off of this fib level 39. We're kind of acting as resistance rather than support on the 236 fib level, which is pretty interesting. We're printing a red dot on the two week. This was actually printed before, so it's kind of a good sign that we would have came down beforehand. And the weekly, same deal. I think if Bitcoin tests, 48K, we'll probably come down to around 37 for Ethereum. That's going to be a strong, strong buy area. I like the 2-day VWAP coming up. It could take a little bit more time before this finally comes up and crosses. So it could be another, week. This is a time frame that takes some time. Another week of generally bearish action down to 37 or something like that. Here on the daily, we still haven't even printed that red dot. So what might happen? Print that red dot, come down a bit more, and then up more. But in the short term, with the 4-hour, I do think we'll rebound a little bit on Ethereum as well. I mean, what are we at right now? We're below this line. You'll probably test this area again. You'll probably test 4,100 again, I would think. And yeah, generally curving up with the VWAPs on a lot of these time frames. Hourly money flow is generally coming out, so that's not looking the best. RSI is down. 30-minute though, or actually some of these lower time frames. Look at that. I mean, you're going to have that money flow crossover pretty well. That combined with some of these VWAPs coming up on these time frames, that's a strong thing. That's a strong thing. And so you'll probably be able to get a scalp in here. Never financial advice though. But I kind of liked Bitcoin a little bit more in terms of it because it's bouncing off of a support level rather than having a level act as resistance. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I've been saying for a while. I mean, CNBC has been talking about crypto nonstop. They had a special on it. A lot of people have been talking about crypto. So I was thinking there would be one last chance. I mean, the last thing, with crypto is it's always 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Maybe down to here. 2 steps forward, 1 big step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So yeah, it would be that general area. What else can we look at right now? I mean, what's really cheap? Cardano is really, really cheap. I picked some up, picked some more up this morning. So, I mean, some people are giving up, but, daily, you're going to print that green dot. This is a big divergence you're about to print on Cardano. And, yeah, I've been talking about this level. We almost made it down there. You probably will make it down to the actual fib level at some point, possibly. But in the short term, I mean, green dot here. Look at this big divergence. There's a good shot we come up a bit more with this, I would think. I'm just scalp along in Bitcoin right now. Kind of just relaxing, visiting family up in Connecticut right now. So I'm not doing like as many trades as I normally do, but all is going well, So yeah, that's Cardano. Can we go lower? Yeah, we can go lower if Bitcoin goes down to, if Bitcoin goes down to 48, if we test 48K within the next week or so, we'll probably go down to $1.30, maybe even $1, maybe. But, I think there's strong resistance around these levels. This is a very undervalued project. So the only way, and I've said this before, the only way I really think this isn't going to come back is if the entire bull run is over, which I'm in the ballpark now that the bull run is going to last even longer. It's going to last a few more months at least, I think. I think there's a good shot. This could make it to summer of 2022. Previously, I said summer of 2022 was the latest it could last. I think it could even possibly go on longer than that, but summer of 2022 is a good place to look. May of 2022. So it's a longer cycle. Every cycle is longer, and with all the media attention, with all the institutions, it's definitely a different ballgame now. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to check out my course down below, my new course, a lot of people have gotten a lot of benefit from it. I think it's going to help you guys out a lot. If you want to check out my exclusive Discord with some of my trade calls, link in the description below. And if you want to get Market Cipher, we're still doing 25% off. That's going to end pretty soon. Link in the description below. And if you want to create a new BITGET account where I create a new FAIRDESK account, check out the links below. You get a kickback. I get a kickback. That's what every YouTuber would probably tell you. All right, guys. Have a good one. Goodbye.